all are doing well. Welcome back to Microsoft Project video series. Today we are going to learn about filter and calendar in Microsoft Project. Calendar is the very important topic for the Microsoft Project and any kind of project planning and management. So let's start with the presentation.
Hello friends, welcome back to Microsoft Project video lecture series. In this session, we'll cover filters and calendar in the Microsoft project. So let's start with that filter. In every project, it is very necessary to apply a filters on the basis of your project requirement. So based on your project requirement, you can filter your activities, your task, your resource, your durations, whatever based on your requirement. In the View tab, in the taskbar of that Microsoft project, there are preloaded filters given in the Microsoft project in the Format tab. By default, the project is set to no filter, so you can start with that new filter. To apply different filters from the drop-down menu of that filter tab, you can click drop-down menu to select that particular filter. Here, Microsoft project in built-in, you can see that different kind of filters are there. So you can use that filter based on your requirement. So click on the critical to filter the critical activities. So you can select all the critical activities of your project. Once the filter are applied, that selected the bar chart only shows the critical activities. So it is shown in the red tab. So you can easily understand that this is the our bar chart critical activity. If after applying a critical activity, you can see that here the critical word is already shown in the Microsoft project drop down menu. So to clear this filter again, you can use the no filter. The clear filter already built in the Microsoft project in the drop down menu. So you can select this clear filter to clearing your filters. If you want to start with a different line of the filter, you can click new filter and then create a different line of filters where whatever based on your project requirement. To apply a two-line filter, you can add the field and save the field as per shown in this figure. So if you want to add two-line filters or whatever kind of project requirement you have, you can name your filter based on your project requirement, assign field name. So if you want to know that particular task or activity, who is the responsible for that particular activity and what is the scope of work for that particular person. So for that two-line filters, you can add filter name, field name as a responsible person, and scope equals to means responsible person equals to value is Jai. So particular task name assigned to Jai and what kind of scope will handle by the Jai. So he is a contractor. So responsible person equal to Jai, scope equals to contract, and save it and then go to your filter line. So here we can see that all the responsibility assigned to Jai, you can see all the task name, durations, intermediate float, and whatever kind of things based on the cost requirement, you can see responsible person and scope under that in-house or out-house consultancy. So if we apply this filter, the following result can display in your MS project window. If you want to edit your filter again, you can select that particular filter name, whatever name you have already given to your filter. You can go to that filter name and then edit and then apply. So you can change your name easily. So if you edit your filter in that particular filter definition, You can also filter and edit your field name. You can also edit equals, greater than, is equal to, whatever based on your project requirement. And you can also change your values. So responsible person equal to this, scope equals to this, and then save. As we already done 2-line filter, in a similar way you can see 3-line filter. So based on your requirement you can add whatever field name you want to. So if I want to see that what kind of total slack I have to assign in my project, what is my responsible person, what is the scope of work for that particular project. So here I am showing that total slack, responsible person and scope. So total slack equals to 0, responsible person does not equal to Prakriti, and or scope equals to AMC. So here you can use and or formula also. So based on your project requirement and based on your filter requirement, you can add or subtract these filters as per your requirement. In a similar way, based on your project requirement, you can also apply 4-line filter, that is created total slack, responsible person, scope, in-house or out-house consultancy. So if I want to see that total slack equals to 0 day, responsible person equal to Prakriti, scope of work equals to owner, and in-house or out-house equal to in-house. So by in that way I can apply 4-line filter which is already displayed in our MS Project window. Similar way, based on your project requirement, you can creating 5-line filters also. In a similar way, you can create different types of filters based on your project requirement. So here I am showing different line of filters so that you can easily understand that whatever kind of project you have, whether it is a very small project or whether it is a very big project, you can easily generate the report based on your filter tool, which is very new and very important filter tool for the every project report and every project manager. So you can generate the report also, and for the discussion purpose you can easily use these filters for presentation, meetings, reports and all types of things. Now let's start with the interactive filter. So creating interactive filters, here I am showing the example of 2-line interactive filter. Based on that you can add or whatever type of requirement you have, you can click on new filter to create a new filter. After clicking a new filter, you can change here your filter name and then create field name, taste and value, as a pop-up window will open where you can add the taste, value or filter based on your project requirement. Field name and taste are same as normal filter, but in the value question with proper syntax is written. So you can use that formula based on this drop down box and assign particular value for the particular field name. So here I already give a field name responsible person equals to the person responsible is, and scope of work equals to the scope lies with. So these values is going to be very interactive. They will, MS Project will ask you the person responsible is, so they will ask the name. The scope lies with, so they will ask that particular person name to you. Creating interactive filters, you can select the filter from the drop down list. So here already we created different types of filters based on your project requirement. So you can select that particular filter. In that you have to assign your interactive filter. So click on that particular interactive filter for. So if you select that particular filter, that interactive filter name, the person responsible is, the first question of that filter is, you can select that particular person from the drop down box. Then select particular person, whatever assign that person responsible is. So you can select that person. Here I am selecting Jai and click OK button. Second line interactive filter is the scope lies with. So you already select that particular person name and then that particular scope assigned to whom. So here I am selecting contractor. In a similar way, you can add 3 line, 4 line, 5 line, 6 line interactive filter as per your requirement. Here I am showing that 5 line interactive filter so that you can easily access your MS project in your particular window and your project. So select filter definition and then go to your name, field name, taste and value. So here I am selecting total slack equal to total slack is. So total slack is a question. So value tab will contain different question which will be interactive further. Responsible person equals to scope equals to in-house or out-house equals to head of the department equals to. So these all values are a interactive question for your project. So each and every project manager or whoever handle this project can interactive this filter based on your project requirement. So we already seen that how you can assign your filter and generate different kind of reports and presentation and your project requirement. So now let's start with the calendar, which is very important part of project planning and management. Based on this you can assign your resource and your time duration at each and every project activities. So in MS Project, calendar is a very important tool. To create a new calendar, from the project tab, select change working times. So based on your company or your firm or you are independent consultant, you can change your working time or you can change your time based on your labor and material requirement. Go to create new calendar. So to create your own new calendar as per your project requirement, here I am selecting all Saturday working because in almost every construction sector at least Sunday is also working. So you can select Sunday also working, and here I am selecting all Saturday working. So you can see that create new base calendar, name as every Saturday working, make a copy as a standard. In the exception column, write the name, start and finish dates for the calendar and then select details. So here every Saturday working is your own calendar, start project date is this and finish date is this. So based on that you can select all Saturday working calendar and go to detail. Detail of that particular calendar, here I am giving name every Saturday working. You can also select working times 8 to 12 pm, 1 pm to 5 pm. So based on your project requirement, your location, your labor and material availability and your team availability, you can assign working time based on your project requirement. Resource pattern is a weekly, so you can use your resource weekly basis, recur every 1 week. So each and every Saturday you recurrence pattern will happen to your project. Range of recovery, that already given your start and end date. So that can help your project that this duration will handle this calendar. So now you see that here that based on your filter and your requirement, your time and project duration based on your every Saturday working, that it shows that every Saturday is exceptional day and you can start and finish based on your requirement. The result is already shown in the calendar. Now if you want to create a new calendar based on your government or based on your project requirement. So here I am also giving one example that some of the places and some of the bank and government are giving a second and fourth Saturday is not working. So here I am creating and try to change the name of that calendar that last Saturday non-working. So you can create that last Saturday not working or second and fourth Saturday not working based on your requirement. Here you can see that in the exception column, write a name, last Saturday not working, add start and finished for that calendar, and then select the detail option for making all Saturday working remains the same. Now if you want to change Saturday and Sunday as a working day, you can click on change working time and it opens the display dialog box here that already we seen earlier that exception window will open. So now go to the work weeks and go to the details to add Saturday Sunday as a working day. Saturday and Sunday as a working day, so select the days you wanted to keep as a working. So all the days you have to select and check the display line and click on that set days of this specific working times. So all Monday to Sunday you have to follow this time based on your project requirement. So you can set your working time for that particular work week. You can select Saturday Sunday as a working day and set days to this specific working time. So if you want to select that particular day or Saturday or Sunday, that half day or some 8 hours or like 4 hours shift, you can select based on that project requirement. Now Saturday and Sunday as a working, so you can see that here the white background seen in that calendar. So white code as a working day. So you can see that start and finished of that particular project you can see in a white background. So you can here see that working times for 4 November is this. Based on this you can send this calendar to every labor, every project team or every project manager or even your client also. So you can select OK and display that particular calendar to your project manager. Now add an exception in calendar. So sometimes some of the Labor Day or any kind of day that you want to non-working day. So go to exception here, select a particular date to be kept as non-working day. So here I select 23 and click on OK. So you can see that Diwali 23rd October is finished also 23rd October. So whatever here I am using Diwali, you can use your Labor Day or whatever kind of natural climate alert or whatever kind of things you want to add in your calendar, you can add an exception in calendar. To make a new calendar in a same manner, you can select create a new calendar and rename as you wish and click OK. So you can select your calendar, create your calendar and rename your calendar based on your requirement. So here we already see that if you want to select second and fourth Saturday or any alternate Saturday off or for particular Saturday off, you can go to exception. So you can select all Saturday off from this date to this date and go to the detail and then select from detail option all Saturday off. So you can see that here recurrence pattern weekly, here's a Saturday, start date is this, finish date is this. So make recurrence interval as 2. So here we can see that recovery is a 1. So if you want to alternate Saturday off, so you have to make recurrence interval as 2. So that display will change your calendar. Now here you can see that 6th date and 20th date is a non-working day, alternate Saturday off. So based on your project requirement, your government, your project manager, your client, your consultancy, based on any situation, you can create any types of calendar. Based on this, create a new calendar tool, exception tool, and work weeks. So if you want to add some exception like Labor Day, Diwali, and all types of things, this exception tabs used for that Microsoft project calendar. If you want to add particular calendar in your weeks, that Saturday off, alternate Saturday off, or any kind of things you want to add, you can go into the detailed particular calendar and use your calendar as per your project requirement. So here we conclude that lecture number 3, filter and calendar. Please comment below if you have any kind of query related to filter and calendar. And yes, calendar topic is a very important part of that Microsoft project. Based on that, you can easily access your project and your client and generate many reports from your Microsoft project software. Thank you very much.